What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Tales of Arise.
Are you just going to keep standing around or what?
Sorry, I'm just
Okay.
getting prepped over
Okay. Alright. Well, we're going further into the Forbidden Zone. Hopefully we're gonna find the Red Woman or figure out who can manipulate people from the inside, like somebody did to Fire in the last episode. Or Father, or Father, whatever her name is.
Yeah,
God, I'm so forgetful.
it's that voice.
The will of Dana's astral energy.
Oh, another memory. The Mastical.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
Maybe because it is. It is alive. And it's going right into your eye. I am the astral energy of the core. What? What is that thing? It's the thorns? It's the thorns. What it? Huh? Excuse me. Was that the friggin' thorns? And they just
That was the spirit channeling
went
ceremony
out
just
of
now.
Naori?
No, it was more than that. What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... Like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her. It reminds me of Shion's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
Does
I've
the
never felt
spirit
astral energy so
channeling
powerful.
ceremony
What was
release the
If it's
thorns
the same
and
energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right?
do a
And
smaller
isn't that something
oblivion?
only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it
It develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan Astral Energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dana.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dana's will would never want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure.
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Or does... What does a spirit channeling ceremony do with the thorns? What does it have to do with the thorns? I'm so confused.
Shionne's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally, we begin to understand what the thorns are.
Yes, and their source. A ceremony that occurred 3 centuries ago.
But we still don't know how to get rid of them. I just hope we can find a way.
I kind of meant to press R1, but okay.
Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shionne's thorns. As well as my own past. I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens. I just need a little time first.
That vision we saw.
Kind of want to just see
It
what
was as
this
if
is.
it was meant specifically for us.
What do you make of it? Do you still think the will of Dana might be involved somehow?
Maybe it's trying to tell us something. But what?
Well, it could be supernatural. You know, like seeing dead people, messages from beyond the grave, ghost-type stuff.
That's your grand theory? That we're being haunted? Come on, Law.
Wait. He might be closer to the mark than you think. What if a person's thoughts and deeds were to somehow become indelibly etched into the ether of a place? And what if those with a connection could then somehow pick up on them?
You think that's what it was? Some kind of message someone left here for us?
I am merely entertaining the possibility. Whether it was Dana's will, or somehow connected to the Sovereign and Maiden's powers, I do not know.
Okay, back up a sec. You're saying that if a place is full of enough astral energy, it can somehow show us events that happened centuries ago?
More to the point, how does that much astral energy gather in one place anyway? Seems unlikely it happened naturally.
Whatever it was, it survived here intact for 300 years. Whoever left it for us, the strength of their intent is beyond doubt.
The strength of their intent.
Okay. Well,
Soon, we might very well learn the truth. I have to be ready to face anything.
gonna have to go.
Whatever happens.
Alright, let's do it. This might be the end of the game. It might not be. There's only one way to tell.
I'm determined to save Shionne and Dana. Nothing I learn can change that.
Might be, might not. Only one way to tell. It's probably not. No special
guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out.
I thought that said sigh. Thought that said sigh. Thought she was about to sigh. Fine, we can check it out.
Looks like some kind of research facility.
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
Alright. This is the only one with an exclamation mark.
For the people of Lenegus, the Forbidden Zone is the stuff of dreams. Yet here I am, standing within its hallowed halls.
It's off limits even for lords, then? Talk about an exclusive club.
Being exclusive is one thing, but how many important facilities let in only the Sovereign? Doesn't that seem a little strange?
Strange doesn't cover it. If it was only one room, maybe. But a place on this scale? How do they keep it from falling into ruin? Whoever the Sovereign is, they can't manage the upkeep of this whole place themselves.
Did no one ever talk about it when you were growing up?
No, not that I can remember. Then again, Sovereigns and Forbidden Zones weren't exactly breakfast table conversations.
The Forbidden Zone is a hallowed place, at one with the Sovereign's authority, grounds of the one true ruler who presides over all Renans.
Maybe
That is what we believe this
it's...
place to be. No.
Maybe the
But we were
Sovereign
made to
brings
believe
in
it was.
maids.
But now, it is finally time to discover
time
this
to
area's
time.
true purpose, and why it was kept hidden behind the scenes for so long.
Maybe. Who knows? An operating table. Many subjects undoubtedly never came back alive from their operations on this. Okay. Nice to know.
I think I can make this work.
Call upon Zordon. Megamorphers. Become the Power Rangers.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Dahnan astral energy, so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup.
Not gonna
The
lie.
creation of a governing
Kisara
central
would
figure,
definitely be the White Ranger.
taking the form of a Dahnan.
Shion would
Codename
definitely be the
Sovereign.
pink, and Elfin is clearly the red.
Sovereign.
Not gonna lie, I have a feeling that
Wait,
Laura
there's
would be
more.
the Black Ranger.
Research into utilizing force
And
field
Dohoney
crystals
would be
for
the blue.
purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the master cores. With all
You know,
this raw
honestly, I
data,
don't
there's bound to be records
know
here
what
somewhere
color
about the
Rinlo
Maiden
would
and
be.
the Lords, too.
That'll be yellow.
About the lords. Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait,
What is it? Did you find something?
it's a list of names, with the title Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait, I think I've found one that was successful. Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
They've re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA. Unique Adjustment Index, Generation, NA. Given name, Volron.
Volron?
But that means...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
And he is now officially the only one
But
alive.
what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Upon victory, the Sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new Sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 Sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies, including the part about the Sovereign residing in Rena. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the Sovereign, then who was it?
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a Sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
The Red Woman?
It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme. She could be working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
This is...
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results.
So, now there's only
There's
one
nothing here
alive
about who's
Sovereign
behind all
unless
this.
Volron
Their
is
endgame is,
still
unfortunately.
alive.
I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
I'll do that.
So this is where Alphen became the Sovereign.
The Sovereign. The Sovereign acts as Lenegis' central control device for the spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and an ID crest. A Dahnan subject serves as the base of its creation. In theory, ideal candidates possess equal affinity for every astral element. Does that mean that... I mean, it makes sense. We can use almost every astral element as Alphen. But just from the Blazing Sword, he has a great affinity for fire. And then, would that mean Volron is a Dahnan? Since it says it serves as the base of its creation? However, such aptitude is statistically rare to uncover within real-world conditions. As a result, most subjects die during the adjustment period, and stability is not guaranteed for those who survive it. This instability, coupled with the Sovereign's powers of astral manipulation, pose a high risk to the security of Lenegis if left unchecked. As such, stabilization measures must be put in place via the support mechanism when utilizing the Sovereign in this spirit channeling ceremony. Must be put... Okay. Addendum 1. No effective alternative methods to perform the ceremony have been found. Trials on Danon subjects are authorized to continue. Addendum 2. Unit 2 adjustments are success. Subsequent adjustments are to be put on hold while extended observation takes place. The Maiden. The Maiden acts as a sovereign support mechanism for the spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and an ID crest. Okay. A Renin subject serves its function. So Danons are sovereigns? And the Renins are the Maidens. The sovereign with supplemental dark astral, it lacks in tandem with the Renis Alma. During the ceremony is partially responsible for astral energy conversion as well as maintaining stability over the sovereign's own powers. So they're supposed to help stabilize the sovereign. Additionally, the degree of intimacy between it and the sovereign has been observed to positively impact the level of stability in both subjects. So maybe because Alphen didn't feel a good enough connection with Naori and it went south. Because of this, trail activations of the sovereign without the maiden present are expressly forbidden. Furthermore, neither the sovereign nor the maiden are to be informed about the details of the spirit channeling plan. Addendum 1. Mental instability in the maiden has been deemed the cause of the past sovereign's rampancy. Countermeasures must be considered. Mental instability. So, Shion's Thorns would place a bad thing. In line with plan adjustments, the current subject will have its maiden registration revoked and be returned to its original household.
Olron as well.
Okay.
Significance of this location would suggest.
Hey, it looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might contain valuable information.
Interesting. Let's see this
Only
though.
2 sovereigns in over 300 years. So why has the experiment only succeeded twice in all this time? And if that's the case, why keep on doing it? Was there really no other way? Or could there be some other reason?
Dohalim.
Forgive me.
Alphen.
I'm fine. I'm just a little shaken, that's all. I knew what I was already, so it's not like it's a surprise or anything. But it's strange. I've got all this rage inside of me, but I don't even know who it's for. I'm scared that I'll put a face to it, just to have someone to blame.
If that were to happen, then No. Then we'd help you fight it, before you ever got that far. Wouldn't we, everyone?
Yeah, we wouldn't just sit by and watch you spiral out of control.
That's right. No good can come from being consumed by hatred.
If you ever start to lose your way, you can count on us to guide you back. To remind you where home is.
And I would be happy to lend an attentive ear, should you ever have need.
Thank you, everyone. I think I'll be okay now.
Okay. What does this terminal say? Select a topic to explore master cores and spirit cores. Okay. Master cores are instruments of power containing astral energy that belongs to one of the 6 elements. Okay. So, there is a Dark Master Core. 5 of these Master Cores, those with Earth, Water, Fire, Wind, and Light, are loaned to Renin Lords at the time of the Crown Contest. Only the Dark Master Cores maintained inside the Forbidden Zone until the Renus Alma is ready to be reformed. Its existence kept top secret. Underneath the Master Core's spherical outer layer is a force field crystal used for the purpose of astral energy containment and stabilization. Inside the force field, astral energy is stored in a dormant state. For the duration of their tenure, each lord competes in the crown contest to amass their allotted type of astral energy. In the event of an emergency, each lord may be allowed to withdraw from their respective stock of astral energy as necessary. However, the extent allowed is determined based on their own individual strength. Addendum 1. Addendum 1. Okay, I've been calling it Addendum. Okay. Weird. Design flaws have been discovered in how the Renus Alma materializes. Bai advised that master cores may resonate with other master cores located in close proximity and become unstable. Addendum 2. Due to successful regeneration of the Renus Alma, master cores will cease to be deployed and the crown contest will be permanently halted. What are spirit cores? Spirit cores are end terminals used for the collection of astral energy. When embedded in a biological subject, it establishes connections throughout its body. These connections are used to amass astral energy generated from physical activity, which is then emitted from the host body itself. Because this emitted energy is prone to diffuse, the host must be placed within range of a spirit vessel for the energy to be collected. This means that Dahnans must be employed to harvest the astral energy for the purpose of the crown contest. Given the difficulty in producing them, it is advised that the spirit cores be retrieved from host bodies and reused upon their death. Spirit cores can also be embedded in Zeugles to control them via astral arts. Addendum. Increased physical load on a host body tends to produce increased astral energy emissions. Final confirmation of ideal workload to impose on host bodies without inducing death for maximum astral energy yields is still pending. Okay. Alright, we're gonna be here for a while, guys. Buckle in. Legends and detachable harvester. What are all these? Sedative mask. Brainwashing report. Sedative mask. That's what they gave Alphen. Must be. Lords. Each crown contest, 5 of the best qualified members of the Renan populace are chosen to act as lords, vying to serve as the next sovereign. So, is Volron a Renan or a... Damn it. I don't know, I forgot. During their tenure, they are granted level 3 authority, as well as one of the 5 elemental realms to administer in its corresponding Master Core. They're also assigned an ID crest indicating their designated element. The selection process is based only on astral astricity and physical and mental aptitude. Other variables such as age have no bearing whatsoever, because only the strongest go on to become lords. The position itself does not inherently make an individual any stronger. It should be noted, however, that lords are not the only individuals capable of drawing out a Master Core's power. All Renans must take part in the selection process, and acceptance of the position is mandatory. It is not allowed for those deemed suitable to decline. Furthermore, in the event that an acting lord is incapacitated and can no longer serve in their position, a replacement must be quickly prepared. But there is no replacement yet, for there was no replacement for Balsa for any of them within the month. Okay. Unique Adjustment Index. This following is a report on the second successful case of a sovereign test subject experimentation. Test subject number 10105. Given name, Valeron. Generation, NA. Unique Adjustment Index, ethnicity, NA. Although subject possesses high latent potential, it exhibits significant mental instability alongside a strong distaste for following orders. As such, the risks it poses surpass even those of the last successful subject, itself a failure, and is therefore under consideration for disposal. Addendum. This is the first successful case in 300 years. Previously mentioned risk factors are now mitigated due to established control protocols. Subject is to be evaluated under the assumption that Plan 2 will proceed and will be dispatched to Dana under the guise of serving as a lord. So he must be Danon. Correct, Amanda? Or wrong, Amanda? Okay. Sedative mask. A device covering the wearer's whole face that restricts their mental activity. It was developed for the purpose of pacifying prisoners. Medical applications are also recognized, particularly as a means of preventing patients from sustaining mental trauma. However, doing so is not recommended, as prolonged use of the device carries the risk of inducing a number of adverse side effects. Addendum. Due to the loss of production facilities incurred from the partial destruction of Lenegis, additional devices will no longer be manufactured. I didn't really learn much, but okay. After receiving reports of a robust new form of rule emerging in Dana's water realm, a study was commissioned to investigate the matter in depth. This system is unique in that it elevates only the Lord as the supreme authority, while relegating both Renans and Danans alike to enslavement. Test subject 10105 serves as the realm's current lord and has achieved this without the use of any special powers, drugs, or special devices. Rather, it is done so by sheer governance. Given this method's effectiveness at population control, monitoring of the situation will continue. Addendum 1. Collapse of cognitive facilities via extreme mental repression rooted in violence and fear has proven to be the key to this style of rule. Once a subject loses its autonomy, they become desensitized to fear and subsequently cease to prioritize even their own personal safety. Though such a state is ill-suited for commanding officers, it remains an effective way to cultivate disposable infantry and slaves of manual labor. Addendum 2. Soldiers in Lenegis who have undergone this treatment will be asked to secure classified sectors as a trial. The results will be monitored. So he just did that through sheer force. Alright, what a guy. Lenegis. A large-scale astral energy converter that primarily converts the elemental composition of Dana's astral energy and transmits it to Rena. Activation and control of astral energy conversion is achieved by placing the Sovereign, Maiden, and Renasalma within the central core of Lenegis. It is comprised of classified and essential personnel. Residence zones surround a large conduit along with a defensive layer surrounding them. This outer layer is deployed upon activation, unlocking the central conduit while simultaneously functioning as a stabilization mechanism. Due to its design, deployment of the outer layer is expected to cause damage to residential zones. However, because that only takes place during the final stage of the spirit channeling ceremony, no contingency plan to address said damage is needed. Until that phase, Lenegis serves as a central base of operation for the management and execution of the ground contest on Dana. Warning, any personnel with level 3 authority or lower is strictly forbidden from the classified zone. Any violators will be immediately executed. Dohalim, oh no. Detachable Harvester, the final one. A massive spirit vessel placed on Dana for the spirit channeling ceremony. It serves as the tip of Lenegis' conduit, from which it separates. Upon landing in Dana waters, it extends 2 sets of conducting pathways. The vertical pathways connect to the center of Dana. Meanwhile, the horizontal pathways proceed to envelop the entire surface of Dana. Once activated, it links to the biological spirit vessels placed in each realm, efficiently harvesting the planet's astral energy en masse. The accumulated energy is then transmitted to Rena via Lenegis. Because construction and adjustment take place in the Forbidden Zone's regulator area, Lenegis' outer layer must be displayed prior to launch. Intended to function semi-autonomously, only maintenance personnel are expected to manually interface with it when necessary. No other personnel is required for it to function. Addendum 1. Detachable Harvester 1 was lost on Dana after exploding due to the rampancy exhibited by the Sovereign. Detachable Harvester 2's landing point will remain the same as that of the previous model. This is due to the explosion of the previous model, which altered the planetary topography, enabling easier connection to the center of Dana. We've read everything this place has to offer. And I have a feeling we have to go all the way down there. I wonder if this boss. Okay, well. What's going on in these rooms? I think we're gonna just end it here for this episode. And do whatever's coming up next. Life Bottle 3, okay. A room unchanged over 3 centuries. It's like time itself has stopped here. Okay, well, we're gonna continue on in the next episode. So, I'll see you guys around. Have a great day or night, wherever you guys are. Stay safe. Stay tuned. I have a feeling things are about to get pretty interesting. Hopefully. See you guys around.